Hey guys, I'm Jacob Ward. I'm your weapons expert. This is John Payne, our internals expert, and this is Matthew Boyle, our tactics expert. This is a top 5 basic gear that you'll need to enter the airsoft.
So, the fifth most important piece of gear that's not your weapon is going to be
BDU pants and also a BDU shirt or a combat shirt. Meaning, you need something long pants, something with a better thickness, more like thickness of jeans, but you want something to be able to blend into the forest. Obviously, which these would be good for.
Alright.
Wristist.
Yes! Would that also help because being shot in the leg is probably one of the more painful things that can happen to you.
Along with other parts of the body, obviously being shot in the hands or being shot in the face would also hurt, but this will definitely be able to protect from BBs, leaving welts and all that fun stuff, or when you have to go to other events during your day and not wear BDU pants.
It's the good fun stuff.
Excellent, yes. Also, going through heavy terrain, dirt, and all that fun stuff, you don't want all that getting on your skin, like ants, all that fun wilderness stuff.
Yes! Wilderness stuff. Alright. What's number 4, Payne? Be the gloves.
Yes! Gloves! I like gloves. Gloves are fun.
Alright. Payne, this time you can say.
Number 4 is gloves.
Oh, shit.
We don't have any right with us. But they're important.
So the fourth most important thing would probably be gloves because your hands are going to be in a place where they're probably going to get shot a lot, especially if you have a foregrip and they're going to be way out in the front, and it's really extremely painful to get hit in the hands.
Yeah.
Or in the fingernail. That sucks.
Yeah, I've seen people get their fingernail like split and it just
like
comes
completely
off.
blown off.
Yeah, it's really
Jesus
ridiculous.
Christ.
But I mean, also if you're holding your weapon, it's obviously one hand's gonna be in front, so this hand will get hit a lot, especially if you're clearing a corner. Some kid might panic and just light your hand up, so it'd be nice to have some protection there.
So basically, well, if you can't, or at the end of the day, you really need one hand, but 2 hands is nice.
Yeah. Plus, if you're playing up north, it probably gets colder in the winter, and the hands are one of the first things that lose heat, along with your ears and your feet. So you probably want that.
It'd also be a good protection factor against elements as well if you're crawling through the sand and dirt, and obviously down here in Florida you run into a lot of fire ants, and you accidentally brush into fire ants, you can just take off your glove, and now you're not risking your whole body getting bit up.
Third most important piece of gear. This is my favorite part of the gear. It's probably the helmet. It's a fast helmet. What can you tell us about the helmet, Jacob?
Well, the fast helmet is a lightweight, basically used by special operation forces. This is what they switched over to, then not the heavy pothead helmets that you guys are used to. But they're lightweight. They're usually ballistic proof. Usually what you'll find in airsoft is that they're not going to be able to stop a 7.62 round. They're comfortable. They have padding. You can put a whole bunch of morale patches on there to spread your team name and your nationality.
They also have Picatinny rail mounts, so you can put your action cams and GoPros on there, and you can also probably put some flashlights on there. Yeah.
You can put fast mounts on them. They don't have Picatinny rails.
Well, you can put the Picatinny rails on these things.
Yeah, on the rails that it has. I forget what those rails were called, but yeah.
The other thing that I really like about this, that like what you said, the older helmets that they used to wear in like Iraq and Afghanistan, they would work better in real life, but in airsoft, not as much because you don't really need all that. They actually got holes in the top.
For breathability.
For breathability, because the head's the first thing to get really warm because that's where you lose the most of the heat. So the holes in the top actually really keep you from sweating a shit ton.
Also, another special feature about this is what most airsofters will do is have this little clip right here that goes inside the helmet. A lot of them will put their lower mesh here, so it comes to a fast detach of when you're getting off the field. You can take this off and just be able to take the helmet off a lot faster.
I didn't know that. That's pretty interesting.
Can you tell us what FAST stands for?
Fast Action Speed Tactical.
There you go, everybody. Fun facts.
That's probably not right, but...
No, maybe not.
Well, off the cuff, that sounds pretty good off the cuff,
Don't quote us on that.
Futuristic ass weapon machine.
Future ass weapon machine.
The T at the end's no good. Alright, so number 2, Payne's favorite piece of gear.
He has lots of practice with this. He's really good at this.
Scrubbing floors and such. No.
And other activities that we
can show it. Knee pads. What can you tell us about knee pads, Jacob? Paint us at a loss for words because of his extreme love for the item.
Kids are fucking dicks. Knee pads are good. They're great.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, since he's not very elaborate
listen.
on this shit, because he
knee
can't
pad-
do this. He just obviously just can't handle it.
He's too excited.
Pads. They're important. So knee pads, especially if you're playing indoors, they're really nice because you don't want to because I like to take a knee and I take a knee fast.
Yeah.
So you
Sit
do
on
that,
it.
especially in CQB where you're there's BBs everywhere.
Yeah.
You kneel on a BB. Ow.
That's
That
gonna be the
hurts. It hurts a lot. You're not having fun anymore.
Death to
You
your
get all the little indents and stuck on your knee,
Yeah.
especially when you slam it on the ground.
Even if you're wearing the BDU pants that we showed earlier, it still hurts.
It's still gonna go through
Yeah,
because it just
it just hurts. You're putting all of your body weight on your knee on top of a BB. It hurts.
Especially when the place isn't swept up very much.
flashbacks.
These ones are really cool. I just found this out a couple minutes ago, but they actually are the quick clips, so they're really easy to get on and off, and they're they're just easier.
Also, for you
comfortable.
speed softers, as we'll call it, like to slide, definitely knee pads are definitely 100% guaranteed for you to have on your loadout. Because obviously you don't want to slide and ruin your pants, because going through pants is going to get very expensive for you, rather than spend $20 on a pair of decent knee pads.
And if you want to have a cool Battlefield 4,
Maybe.
but 3, I think actually.
I would imagine in both games
Battlefield
they had knee pads.
Battlefield 3 outfit, you can put one on your calf and the other one on your knee.
What?
In the cover for the thing, he's got the one knee pad down on his shin.
That's
I don't know why he would do that.
but
Because
it doesn't make sense. Well, the
it's
main
hot.
key of airsoft is looking cool.
Yeah.
You gotta
You
be
do wanna
tactical.
Rule number 1, tactical. Rule
Yeah.
number 2, tactical.
Airsoft is not about learning tactics and friendships. It's about how well you look doing it. You may not be good, but at least you look good.
Alright.
True story.
We've got the final thing, the number one piece of gear that all three of us agreed on is the most important thing you will need when you're going out for airsoft, even if it's indoor.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Boots.
Combat boots.
Very, very, very important.
Very
Combat
nice.
boots will provide a lot more support for, i.e., longer playing, running. It's going to have more grip on the soles.
And we'll talk about that in a minute.
Payne will definitely talk
Let's get
about
excited.
the gripping. He's really good at gripping things.
We'll use
But
the
this is
technical
very
difficulty
important.
screech for that one.
Long range. I personally use waterproof boots to a certain point, because if, i.e., most airsoft fields will have some sort of water there, river, pond, or something that you'll go through, and it'd be nice to somewhat be dry in your feet.
Or if it's just rained recently and there's a lot of mud.
Definitely, if rained recently, that happens a lot in tropical areas.
Because in Florida, sand doesn't hold the water well, it just comes right back up. Just a pain.
Also, zippers, or some of them have zippers, which makes it easier to get on and off.
That's actually really nice because if you're someone like me who's got really fat calves, you can get them on and off. Whatever, man. You can get them on and off a lot easier because the side will come out. You can get, as you can see, you can get your whole freaking leg in there if you needed to.
Personally, I don't agree with anything that has a zipper. Zippers usually fail. I.e., if you
You're talking
want
bad about my zippers.
I mean, if you're getting BDU pants, get BDU pants with buttons, not zippers, because zippers will fail on you. Dirt or sand or the smallest thing that gets in it, the zipper won't go down, or who knows what could happen. It could just
Yeah,
just
I can
come
imagine
off track.
if the side of your shoe came off, that would probably not be the best thing in the middle of a firefight.
Yeah, that is true. So I'd suggest something with just straight laces and not the side zipper.
But other than that, probably one of the most important things you can have out there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Especially in those long games, like in the big field games where you're out there for 2 hours, you come back and your feet feel like you've been running on fucking
Oh yeah.
rocks.
You definitely want to take care of your feet. If you're like, you don't get a new one. So
You run through tennis shoes pretty fast too, playing airsoft. If you use your tennis shoes.
Yeah,
on the fly.
tennis shoes will not have the larger sole. This is going to have a thicker sole on it, so it's going to be able to withstand the elements of outside going through rocks, brush, and all that fun stuff that would wear it down a lot faster on a tennis shoe.
yeah, also boots in general have more of an aggressive tread pattern than like tennis shoes will. So you can grip better. What?
But I think, as we said earlier, we can all agree that the most important thing.
I'm sorry, but
Go ahead.
you're like aggressive and you fucking.
But
Sorry.
probably the one thing we can all agree on, it adds to the tactical.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can have your whole outfit and be out there wearing your dumbass yellow and white sneakers and be like, dude, who's this kid with his sneakers?
And I mean, if you're playing out in the forest, you obviously don't want to be in a sneakers. Obviously, the white's going to give you away. The yellows, the oranges, the reds are definitely going to give away your position. You want to go something with a more darker color, i.e. black, dark green, multiple like that, like the Marpat helmets. That's like the perfect camo for a wilderness forest area.
Anyway, that's our top 5 pieces of gear for the basic airsoft player after you've gotten your gun. So thanks for watching.
Yeah.